Thank you all.
Go get him, George!
I want you all to know, it can't go any louder. I want you all to know that America today is on bended knee in prayer for the people whose lives were lost here, for the workers who work here, for the families who mourn. This nation stands with the good people of New York City and New Jersey and Connecticut as we mourn the loss of thousands of our citizens. I can hear you. I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you. And the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon. The nation sends its love and compassion.
God bless America!
To everybody who is here. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for making the nation proud. And may God bless America.
President George W. Bush in New York City, standing on top of the rubble of the World Trade Center, surrounded by firefighters and other first responders. It was 3 days after the 9/11 terror attacks, September 14th, 2001. You probably remember that iconic moment. But do you remember what was happening in Congress on the same day at the same time? While President Bush was speaking through a bullhorn at the wreckage in New York, congressmen and senators were speaking on the floor of Congress in Washington. And it produced a scene perhaps equally remarkable. Both chambers debating and voting on a resolution endorsing the use of force to track down and punish those responsible for the terror attacks. And the rhetoric legislators used during the debate? Well, the language on both sides was grounded in unity and patriotism and America, not party. In fact, often you couldn't tell whether the speaker was a Republican or Democrat. On this anniversary of September 11, 2001, the C-SPAN podcast The Weekly goes 3 days later, September 14, 2001, to Congress to relive something we have rarely seen or heard since, a historic day when Democratic and Republican members of Congress not only voted the same way, but said the same thing. The 9/11 Commission Report, the final report of the National Commission on Terrorist Attacks upon the United States, opened this way. 10 commissioners, 5 Republicans and 5 Democrats chosen by elected leaders from our nation's capital at a time of great partisan division, have come together to present this report without dissent. We have come together with a unity of purpose because our nation demands it. The 9/11 report was released in July 2004, but on September 14, 2001, Congress already was talking unity of purpose at a time of great partisan division, and often using an identical rhetorical formula. Here's Democratic Congressman from Maryland, Steny Hoyer.
When future generations of Americans look back, let them see that we answered this challenge with courage and with unity. Let them see that we took decisive action that made the world safer for this generation and for generations to come. And let them see that September 11, 2001, a day like no other in our history, marked the turning point in the war on terrorism.
Here's Congressman Richard Neal, Democrat from Massachusetts, and like Steny Hoyer, still in Congress today.
And I would suggest that all Americans, regardless of political philosophy, political party, or political persuasion, intend to stand shoulder to shoulder in our effort to seek out those who would cause such destruction, anguish, and pain upon a free people.
Now a Republican from Florida, Congressman Bill Young.
I just don't think that I have adequate words to express the pride that I feel today for the members of this Congress. We have a lot of political differences which have been obvious in the past, which will be obvious in the future. But in this time of trial, those differences have been set aside to be addressed at another time. And today, we unify our nation, we unify our government, and we say to the world, Americans will not live in fear. We will not allow attacks upon our people or our places, that despite the political differences that we may have from time to time, and there are many, as there should be, but we will never be divided as a nation, as a people, as a government, as a Congress on the issue of defending our people, defending our nation.
In the Senate, here's Democrat from West Virginia, Robert Byrd.
We must guard against being sidetracked by politics or partnership. Now, there will still be politics. We've got other things to do along with these matters. There will still be some politics and some partisanship. But we must not be sidetracked by politics or partisanship. Congress and the President have demonstrated this week that in times of crisis, there is no center aisle. There is no aisle between us. We can overcome our political differences and work together.
Another Democratic senator from Delaware and future President Joe Biden.
We're united in understanding that we cannot allow these networks to be spawned. So I thank my colleagues for allowing me to speak at this moment, and again, I compliment them all, Democrat and Republican, in the way we have stood united here.
Here is a future senator, Republican Congressman from South Carolina, Lindsey Graham.
This won't be a 100-hour ground campaign. This won't be an air war you watch on TV. This is going to affect every American family, even deeper than it has now, but it's worth it. This is the right thing to do. Let's end it now. Let's stand behind our president and go after the organizations from top to bottom who perpetuated such a heinous act. We can do it as a nation if we stay together and keep the spirit of September the 11th alive. Do not give in to terrorism.
Here's another future senator, Democratic Congressman from New Jersey, Bob Menendez. And you'll hear him using a specific rhetorical construct used by many others in Congress on September 14th, 2001.
In times of tragedy, America pulls together and America gets stronger. That's what we're here to do today, to stand united, to say to the world there are no partisans here, only patriots. There is no difference between Democrats and Republicans, between the Congress and the President. We are speaking with one voice.
From Michigan, here's House Democratic Minority Whip David Bonior.
We draw strength from our unity of purpose and the unwavering support of friends and allies around the world. Today we join together not as Democrats nor Republicans, but, Mr. Speaker, as proud Americans prepared to defend freedom as our forebears did before us.
Congressman Jerry Lewis, a California Republican.
There is no party. My colleague Jack Murtha and I, working in this Defense Subcommittee, know the importance of national strength. But when our people come together, there is no Democrat, there is no Republican. We are the American people.
And Republican Congressman from Arizona, John Shadegg.
This has been an extraordinary week. It's been a week in which we have come together. It's been a week when we have stood united, not Republican and Democrat, but American. It's been a week in which the debate on this floor has been characterized by immense unity, where we've worked together.
Finally, here's Democratic Senate Majority Leader Tom Daschle.
By passing this resolution, we are saying that we are prepared to confront evil again and defeat it again. We are saying that the Congress of the United States, Democrats and Republicans, stand with the President as our Commander-in-Chief.
Several senators made statements not on camera, but inserted into the congressional record. Like Tom Daschle again. Today, we are not Democrats or Republicans. We are Americans. And fellow Democratic Senator Ted Kennedy. I commend President Bush for his strong commitment to win the ongoing battle against terrorism, and I commend as well the strong bipartisan spirit in which Congress has joined in this all-important commitment. And Ted Kennedy's fellow Massachusetts Democratic Senator John Kerry. This resolution leaves no doubt that the Congress is unified in full support of the president. John Kerry, of course, ran against President Bush 3 years later. And an historical footnote, Congress has declared war only 11 times, the most recent, World War II. On September 14, 2001, the Senate voted unanimously, 98-0, to authorize the use of force against those responsible for the attacks launched against the United States. Although not a formal declaration of war, senators still voted from their desks, a rare move saved for especially solemn or important votes. The House vote on that joint resolution was 420-1. The only no vote, a Democratic Congresswoman from California, Barbara Lee. She's now mayor of Oakland. And now, a bonus clip. On September 14, 2001, the U.S. Congress wasn't the only legislative body that talked unity. That same day, similar language was heard in a special session of the British House of Commons. Here's Prime Minister Tony Blair.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm grateful that you agreed to the recall of Parliament to debate the hideous and foul events in New York, Washington, and Pennsylvania that took place on Tuesday, the 11th of September. I thought it particularly important in view of the fact that these attacks were not just attacks upon people and buildings, nor even merely upon the United States of America. These were attacks on the basic democratic values in which we all believe so passionately and on the civilized world. It is therefore right that Parliament, the fount of our own democracy, makes its democratic voice heard. There will, of course, be different shades of opinion heard today. That, again, is as it should be. But let us unite in agreeing this. What happened in the United States on Tuesday was an act of wickedness for which there can be no justification. Whatever the cause, whatever the perversion of religious feeling, whatever the political belief, to inflict such terror on the world, to take the lives of so many innocent and defenseless men, women, and children, can never, ever be justified. Let us unite, too, with the vast majority of decent people throughout the world in sending our condolences to the government and the people of America. They are our friends and allies, and we, the British, are a people that stand by their friends in times of need, tragedy, and trial, and we do so without hesitation now.
That's it for this 9/11 anniversary episode of C-SPAN's podcast, The Weekly. Thanks for listening, and happy searching.